Hi everyone! How are you all today? I'm so happy to see you here. I'm going live an hour before I was scheduled to go live because guess what? I have a sales call that it was kind of like last minute thing and it's happening at the time that the live was scheduled. So I decided to go live now. And this is actually a perfect setup for the topic of today's training, which is consistency. So I'm just gonna bring I'm gonna bring this up here in the screen. If you're joining live, say hi. If you're joining and watching the replay, say what's up, replay squad. What's going on? Give me a love heart. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you here. Okay, so let me just bring this up in my screen here so I can answer all of your questions in case you have any and see all your comments. So today's topic is about consistency. And I am so excited to talk to you about this because all of you, I can literally tell you that maybe 90% of you guys who are here, like 600 people, you all said that you want more consistency in your business, whether it's because you don't have consistent belief in yourself, or you don't have a consistent flow of clients, or you don't have a consistent income level, and you want to just create that consistency. It seems to me that in today's business, as an entrepreneur, consistency is like the holy grail. And so I really wanted to come on here and share with you some of the practices that I've been able to implement in my life and in my mindset and in my business in order to create a predictable result in all of those areas, because life changes when you have things just become, it's not like life changes when you have more consistency, but things become a little bit different when you can predict what's going to happen, and that really gives you some peace of mind, or it gives you a little bit more certainty. So I want to help you get there, and I really want to give you some of the practices that I've been able to implement. So, hi Therese, how are you? Oh my gosh, Charlize, I can never pronounce your name. I've been saying it in my mind. I'm like, if I ever say hello to her, how am I going to pronounce her name? How do I pronounce your name? I really want to know, so if you can tell me. Monica, how are you? Hi Ariana, good to see you ladies. Okay, so let's get on with it. Here is the thing, you guys. I've been able to create 5-figure months consistently for the past 18 months, and that did not come easy. So the first thing that I want to tell you when it comes to creating consistent monetary results in your business is that the first step is to really start where you are resisting creating consistent results. What that means is, are you showing up for your business consistently? Because so many of us want consistent results and we're like, I want 5-figure months consistently. But then are you really taking consistent action towards that result? And to me, when I had that realization 18 months ago, and I was like, I'm not actually really showing up for my business, I realized that it's not like these results are outside of me, they're just within my control. And that's what I really want you to realize and to really let it sink in, that the results are not going to come from another course, or are not going to come from another tactic, or are not going to come from another coach. Those are all things that can help you get there. But even if you buy the best course and the best mastermind and the best whatever one-on-one coach, but if you're not taking the consistent actions, you're not going to have those consistent results. And I know that can seem like doom and gloom, but it's actually one of the greatest realizations that I've had, because I feel like I took my power back and I stopped wishing and wanting other sources to give me the results. And I just saw the facts. I'm like, I'm not showing up consistently. That is why I'm not getting consistent results. And that just gave me so much empowerment to look at, my results are in my own hands. They're not outside of my control. Does that make sense? So I really want to invite you to reflect right now. Are you getting consistent results in your business? And if not, ask yourself, are you showing up for your business consistently, energetically and in your actions? And if you are, then awesome that you're building that resilience, because that's the next thing, right? The next thing is that I see that people have, that they experience, and this is what I went through. It's that the first few months when I committed myself to being more consistent in the actions that I was taking towards my business, in my mindset practice, in everything, my tolerance of failure was really low. So I committed myself to like a day of posting, a week of posting, a month of posting. But then after that, I was like, where are the results? Where are my results? Why is nobody delivering my results in a like nicely wrapped little gift bag? And that is the next level, right? First thing is getting your not analyzing, but reflecting. If I'm not getting results, why not? And am I showing up consistently? If not, that's the work you got to do. Then the second step is, okay, I'm committed to showing up consistently. I'm committed to taking that next step in my business, or just really being committed to my results. But here's the thing, your tolerance for failure is going to be low at the beginning. And you're expecting yourself to be perfect in the very beginning, or to have results really quickly once you start doing something. And that's not going to happen. Let me tell you. Hi, Jessica. How are you? That's not going to happen. You're going to fall over, and you're going to be you're going to be like, I feel like an awkward turtle doing this. Like, it doesn't feel easy for me to post content consistently. Doesn't feel easy for me to book discovery calls consistently. Doesn't feel easy for me to enroll clients consistently. There's going to be a period of time when you are going to feel like you don't have it together, like all of this is going to fall apart in any minute, or like you just don't think that you are resilient enough to continue. And by the way, that's perfectly normal. So the moment when you're in that phase, that's the moment where I see so many people just like let their fears and let their mindset and let the stories and the mind drama, like, let them quit. Like, it makes them quit. And that is when you gotta believe even harder. That's when you expand your ability to tolerate failure. Okay? Because here's the thing, and here's when you're in there, and if you right now are in a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm there, I don't feel like anything's working out, like, Juliana, help me. Here's what I want to tell you. All you are resisting is a feeling. And I know that sounds weird, but are you willing to be embarrassed in front of everyone? Are you willing to fail multiple times? Are you willing to feel like resistance? Are you willing to feel things not working out? Are you willing to feel frustration? Are you willing to feel all of those things? Like, are you willing? Because if you are willing, you have the keys to the universe, my friend. That's how I have been able to experience it. It's not because it has been easy for me to get to this point of my business, and I still have, more. There's always more, a new level, right? But it's not because I just fucking like decided that it was going to be easy and then all of a sudden it was. Listen, that's the stuff that people want to sell you. Like, all you have to do is wish for it and it's going to happen. No, that's not actually how it works. I built my tolerance for resilience, for failure, because I was willing to feel my emotions even more. I was willing to feel embarrassment and failure and uncertainty more than ever before. And that's what allowed me to build my tolerance and just continue moving forward anyway. And that is what the most successful people in the world are those who are willing to feel any emotion and do things anyway. The least successful people in the world are those who take everything personally, or who make everything mean something about them, and who feel like everything is happening to them. And that if people reject them or reject their offer, they're rejecting them as a person. And that's not true. So that's what I want to invite you to think. In order for you to expand your ability to tolerate failure, it's all grounded in your ability to expanding your ability to feel any emotion. Knowing that even if you feel embarrassment, if you feel rejection, if you feel whatever you feel as we build a business, whatever it is, the emotion that you're really afraid of feeling, it's not going to kill you. Does that make sense? Hi, Danny. It's not going to kill you. It's just a response that our brain has to the outside circumstances. So you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not showing up consistently because I'm afraid of people not liking my posts. Guess what? People are not going to like your post for a while, or they're not going to have posts that are going to be amazing all of the time? Are you willing to feel that? Because let me tell you, I posted a lot and a lot of the times people were just like me, or they didn't like it, or they didn't approve of it, or whatever, or I got hate for it. But I didn't let that stop me. I decided that I was going to continue because of it. I decided that I was going to learn. It's not like I was going to be like, well, fuck them. It's not that kind of attitude. It's just about really looking at, oh, cool, like my audience responds more to these types of content. Awesome. So how can I learn from this? How can I learn from this piece of data that I'm being exposed to right now? And I focus on what's in front of me instead of making it about me. Right? And that's when consistency becomes easy, because I'm not taking everything personally. I'm creating no matter what. And so consistency starts in your mind, in your ability to feel any emotion, knowing that it's not going to kill you. And that is just the more that you experience that emotion, like if you experience rejection and if you experience, let's just say rejection, because that's a big one, right? People don't want to be rejected when you are on a sales call, or when you post something on Facebook, or when you create an offer, whatever that is, right? The more that you allow yourself to experience rejection, the more you're going to learn how to become resilient and create no matter what, if you don't make it about you. But if you make it all personal, then you're not going to be consistent in your business, and you're going to think like, oh my gosh, but if I'm not getting results right away, then it's not going to happen for me. And that's completely the opposite. Results come when you take consistent action. It's like the compound effect. This is why I love talking so much about this, because I know that so many people out there on Facebook and in the coaching space want to sell you the fast pill to feel good right now, right? Hi, Caitlin. How are you? Everybody wants to sell you the thing that's like, feel good now, feel good now. You don't have to experience discomfort. Everything has to be easy. And if it's not easy, then there's something wrong. And they're just trying to market like dreams, because that's not actually how it goes. When you build a business, when you're in life, it's 50% negative emotion, 50% positive emotion. 50% of the time, you're going to have an amazing time in your business, and 50% of the time you're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't feel so good. This feels uncomfortable. And that's just part of it all. But what makes people successful is when they're willing to feel the 50% of the negative emotion and show up anyway, and they're not making it about them. Okay? It's so important. This is such an important distinction, because I know people are probably watching this or tuning in because they're like, Juliana's going to give me the secret to creating consistent 5-figure months, and it's going to be some kind of tactic. And I can tell you that there are so many, I help my clients create a plan that is going to bring them clients consistently, because we have a clear message, we have a clear plan, we have a clear sales funnel, all of it. We build it together. We build the plan. But if they're not showing up consistently for the plan, it's not going to work. So that's why I always come back to your mind. Your mind is the most important part of this consistency piece. Are you willing to feel any emotion, even if it's negative, and do things in spite of it? Like, do it anyway. If you know that you don't want to post on Facebook, or if you know that you want to create an offer but you're resisting it, like, are you sabotaging in advance by no showing up because you're rejecting yourself in advance? Because you're too afraid to have people reject you. You don't want to feel that feeling. Does that make sense? If that's happening, then that's why your results are not consistent. Or if you are showing up consistently and you're like, hey, I'm showing up, things are not working, then I would recommend that you look at what are the things that you're currently doing and how can you fine tune them? How can you sit down, whether it's with your coach or if you want like somebody to help you with your message, with your marketing, whatever it is, instead of making it about you, how can you look at the data, the facts, and not make it about you and just make it about the client, make it about like, how can I improve this offer? How can I improve this so that it really does land with people? Because here's really what it comes down to, and it's just like, how many times are you willing to revise? How many times are you willing to try? That's where consistency comes from. That's where resilience comes from. So is this landing for you guys? Let me know if you have any questions about consistency. I want to get on a specific question that one of the things that I wanted to cover here is the specific actions that have created a consistent flow of clients in my business. So consistent actions. I started having those consistent 5-figure months when I did a specific set of activities. Number one, I show up for my audience every single day, and I create really valuable content that speaks to 9 different types of, basically I have 9 different types of content that I use, and that's what's creating that consistent relationship with my clients. So I show up, number one, for them consistently. Okay. Then I create relationships with those people who are adding me in my circle of Facebook friends, who are entering my sphere of influence. I create relationships with those people, and I make offers consistently. Those are the specific things that I do. I mean, that's kind of general, but those are the things that I always do in my business every single day. Not a day goes by where I don't create a piece of content or where I don't create a real new relationship with somebody who is entering my world. And of course, I have built a system and I have built a whole process that my assistant takes care of some things. We have a whole system and a whole process. And if you're interested in knowing what that process is, and if you want to implement it in your business so that you can create like actual consistency, send me a message, because I teach all of that in the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind that starts on Monday. But really, it all comes down to having a clear action plan that you can easily implement every single day. And it all comes down to creating new relationships with people and having a clear message that speaks to them consistently. So now I know that at least per month, I have a certain number of people that are going to reach out to me. And from those people, I know that I'm probably going to enroll like a certain number in my program. Right? And so I have that predictability, but it's because I've spent all of this time building that connection with people, showing up consistently. Like even today, I have a sales call in like literally 15 minutes, but I made sure that I show up for you guys today. And I was like, I'm going to do my Facebook Live no matter what, because that's what I'm committed to. And so many people are just like they let life get in the way, and they don't show up for their audience consistently. And that's just when you lose trust. You break trust with your audience when you don't do it. Even if no one's watching, even if like 2 people watch this Facebook Live, I don't do it for the people, but I do it for me, right? I do it because I'm committed to creating value. So where in your life are you committed to creating value for your audience? Because the more that you create value for your audience on a consistent schedule, on a consistent basis, whether you plan out your content in advance or not, that doesn't matter. It's just a matter of, are you creating value for people? Because when you do, consistently, when you do, you create that top of mind experience. You're going to be on the top of mind for them. So it's super important that you add that to your schedule. So can you do an interview series every single week? Can you do a Facebook Live every single week? Can you create one post every single day where you offer value? Like, what are the things that you can commit to so that you can start creating that level of trust and connection with your audience? Okay. And the last thing that I want to tell you is how to predict your results and shift into the results that you want. So the last thing that I want to say is that when you do your mindset work on a daily basis to help you connect with your why, to help you connect with your goal, that is really something that has really helped me. Oh, is my live going? I don't know if my live is. Let me see. Are we on? Let me just make sure that we're on. Okay, sounds like we're on. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. So the last thing is, I do a mindset practice, and it's just really simple. So I write my goal every single morning, and I'm like, what is my goal for this month? What do I want? And it's very specific. And I make sure that I shift every single day all of my thoughts in order to really align myself with that goal. So I feel it being mine, and every single day I become a vibrational match to match my goal. So if I know that let's just say you want a 110K client every single month. Let's just say that that's your goal. You want 3 clients every single month at 3K, whatever that is, right? Then what are you doing every single day to be in the vibrational energy of it? Like, what does it feel like to have those clients every single day? And if you had those clients, what actions would you be taking? If you knew that 3 clients are out there waiting for you, what would you do today in order to make it easy for them to find you? And I get myself into the energy of that every single day. What's my goal? What would it feel to have it? What are the actions that I feel inspired to do in order to, or to take in order to attract that goal or to make it happen? So those are the things that I implement every single day. And those are the things that I consistently do. And so if this speaks to you and you want to be able to create not just in your mindset more consistency, but really you want the action plan to bring more clients to you consistently, then send me a message, because the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind starts on Monday. And it's 3 months where I share with you the specific action steps to clarify your message, to create content consistently that really speaks to your ideal clients, to have offers that easily attract people to you. And I don't believe in having a bunch of offers. Just have 1 or 2 offers that you launch consistently and that basically create the revenue that you want in a predictable way. And then we also talk about your sales process, which is how are you going to enroll people in your programs? How do you overcome objections? How do you do everything from like showing up, how to turn someone from like a follower into a paid client. That's essentially everything that we do in those 3 months. And the goal of the program is that by the end of it, you know how to enroll your first 5K client, or you have 5K months consistently. Sorry, 5-figure months consistently. So if you want to know more details, let me know, because I'm going to close the enrollment page tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions. But I love seeing you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon. Mwah. Bye.